and work all day long. You're always on the go. Never take a minute off, too busy making dough. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world when you're a millionaire. How far you gonna travel in some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself.
I'll share with you guys the secret. Low and slow is 225. So we'll have this thing at 225 for 8 to 10 hours. And then the other thing to know about smoking barbecue like this brisket, is if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So if you're constantly lifting up to see what's going on, you're messing up, man. Just leave it in there, low and slow. Don't even look at it. Look at this thing go. It's freaking smoking up a storm. We're in business now. Little landscape stuff going on now. Got these kind of cool little grasses here. Got those at the nursery, and then this little Mexican palm tree that I had just sitting in a pot for a while. Finally planted it right here. So it's looking pretty good out here. Just got to get a border and some gravel and some mulch or something to clean up this area, and maybe a few more landscape pieces, and I think this will look good without overdoing it. So yeah, making some progress. Just a quick little lesson on brisket there. So yeah, it's a fun thing to just have cooking in the background anytime you're doing a lot of work. But yeah, I'm about to start staining my floors, and I wish I could tell you this was the first time I'm gonna start staining. As a matter of fact, I wish I could tell you this is the second time I'm gonna start staining. This is the third try for me to get this done. And I already started. I was up there staining 2 rooms, and I think I'm finally happy with the results. Now, I will say that the first time I didn't, it's not stain, it's wax. If you remember, I was gonna go with that wax finish. I tried that. It looked good initially, but the end result just did not look right, did not feel right, and I had to take it all off. And let me tell you, wax is very hard to take off of a floor. So much sandpaper, bad. If I ever do this again, I'm just gonna do 1 room and sleep on it, but I got all gung-ho and just did the whole upstairs, and man, that was a terrible mistake. So that's mistake number 1. Now mistake number 2, since I had to rip that wax off, it was very hard to remove. So I had to use like really low grit sandpapers. And because of that, I had a lot of drum sander marks on the floor. So when I went back to stain the second time, I had all those all over the floor. So I had to sand it all back off and just feather out those drum sanding marks, which, man, this has been a long process. But now it's up there, it's looking good finally. And I'm gonna stain it today and do the clear coat probably over the next few days or so. But anyways, this is the product that I used initially. This is the AFM Safe Coat Natural Oil Wax. Now let me tell you, I highly don't recommend this product. It doesn't have like a real nice durable feeling to it. When we did this in controlled samples, it looked and felt great, but when it was over the whole floor, it just looked really bad. I have one cell phone video of it, and I was really not pleased with it. And it's something that if you're gonna take a chance on it, definitely try to just do 1 room at a time, or 1 room initially, and see if you like it, because I don't recommend it. It's not the look and feel that I wanted. Mostly the feel. It feels pretty grimy, and that's, come on, like who wants a grimy feel? So took a chance on that, failure. Okay, so now this is what we're using. We're using this Minwax Golden Oak. This is pretty much like a meet in the middle for my wife and I. She wanted a little bit lighter and I wanted a little bit darker. So hey, marriage, right? Gotta meet in the middle. But I think overall we're both really happy with the way this looks. And I did find out too that Home Depot no longer sells Minwax because Lowe's, Sherwin-Williams purchased Minwax and they have a direct deal with Lowe's exclusively. And now Home Depot is just Varathane or Varathane, however you say it. I got 2 rooms done. I'm gonna go get started on the next one, so let's go take a look at it. Now I will say that going through this process, I have gained so much more respect for you flooring guys because this is a very difficult job. And I've spent the last 3 weeks pretty much just figuring that out. And the learning curve on this stuff is so steep. So now when I look at that like $20,000 quote, whatever it was that they gave me to do this, so I didn't have to do it myself, I definitely see the value in it. Now I saved a lot of money doing it myself, and it's not over yet, so I don't want to speak too soon, but overall I'm happy with the finish, with what the stain that I have put on so far. I haven't seen any drum sander marks, and everything is looking good so far. So here's the floor. It's all back to bare wood, and those 2 landing treads, I took those off because I'm just gonna run them through the planer. Obviously didn't want to run a machine over those and mess them up. So I'll run those through the planer, take the stain off and just sand the sides. But I got 2 rooms done over here. I'm gonna show you onto staining the 3rd, 4th, and then this 5th big room. So here's a little process I got going. Poured my stains into this brand new bucket, and I kind of stir it up every once in a while just to keep it mixed up. Then I got this is actually a taping little pan for drywall, and I put a liner over it so no debris can get through. And it actually seems to fit perfect for this Minwax stain applicator. And I'm just using this, running it across the floor. It seems to be working really good. Kind of pushing on it, getting some pressure to push it into the grains. And then just coming back and wiping it with a rag to wipe off the excess. So I started in that closet so I can work my way out. Now I'm just gonna keep working my way out towards the door. I've done this a few times now, kind of getting some experience. All right, so I'm down to the final area of staining. It's pretty much just me wiping this stuff on with this applicator. And this thing works really good. I've never used one of these before, but it's real thick and allows you to load it up with stain and just push down on it and to get it in the grain. And then I keep getting towels and rags, new ones, because they become saturated with stain. And then once I feel like they're not absorbing anymore, I just get rid of them. And yeah, so thought I would take a little break, have one of these little Honest Kids drinks, because why not? And these landing treads, they go right here. I screwed them into the joist, so whenever like I was mentioning earlier, I took them off, so I didn't have to like pry them out of there or bust them out of there. They were just screwed in. So I just unscrewed them and I'll run those through the planer. Definitely today, but I just gotta take a break. And not wearing that respirator, I can really smell these fumes. So this probably won't be a long break. But as far as the finish, the way that it's coming out so far, I really like it. And I'm gonna walk through at the end and just walk through in my socks and show some of the more cool looking detailed pieces of this white oak, because it's got a lot of character, and I'll show you some up close so you can see it. Time to get back to it. And I know my filters and covers are gone from this respirator, but these filters are brand new, and As far as fumes, they don't get in through here. So this is good enough. I actually lost the covers from this respirator. In my other respirator, they're just worn out and they're bad. So gotta make a stop and get some more filters apparently. But this works good. I used to just wear a bandana. That's not good. All right, down to the last few square feet for the third and final time. I can't believe this is my third time to do this. But man, that's just how it goes, because when you don't know what you're doing, you screw up and you gotta redo it. So I'm very confident this time though, extremely confident. And I can't see any of my previous mistakes from my drum sander or the edger or really anything from my scraping in the corners with the hand scraper. Nothing. This is going to be a good feeling right here to wipe this final stain off. So yeah, that's it, man. It's stained, and I'm really, really happy with this. Super glad to be done with this. Man, I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, come back through with some new socks on, and then show you guys some of my favorite boards. This stain just brings this stuff out so much, and I want to show you up close character in these boards. But now I'm going to go plane those landing treads right here and hopefully just pop those suckers in too. I got enough stain to get those done too. So that is good. Man, some more honest kids. I think the fumes are getting to me, man. All right, so I don't have dust collection in my garage because why would I? So I brought the planer out here and just gonna shoot all that dust over there. I'm probably gonna put my full face respirator on for this. But yeah, I'll get this thing adjusted and rip all this finish off these landing treads right here. I clearly said I was going to put the full face respirator on, and I didn't. But by the time I got the board through, it's not like you can just stop it mid-plane because it's going to just put a big snipe mark in it. Well, I'm sure all the neighbors love me after that. Like this freaking guy. Every weekend he's dragging drum sanders to his house, freaking floor buffers and thickness planers. I've been loud, I've been the loud neighbor, but hopefully no one's too irritated. That should be the extent of my loudness for now. So yeah, I got some brand new quarter sawn white oak boards. Just got to sand the sides from that old finish. But yeah, these things are back to normal. All right, I got some tack cloth, and if you don't know what that is, it's just basically like this kind of mesh, oily rag that picks up fine dust. And you use these right before you stain or paint some kind of fine finish work, so it picks up any of the loose dust particles that your vacuum did not get, which, trust me, there are several loose dust particles that a vacuum misses. And I just run it across. That's all you do. Just grabbing all those dust particles with that oily tack cloth is what it's called. Man, I can't believe it's freaking done. At least this part of it. I still got to put the clear coat, but I think that's a solid day. Thanks for hanging out with me on this video, seeing my work, my struggle going through this for the first time. And now doors, handrail. So handrail first, then doors, and then we can get to some trim work. It feels like it's taken so long, but I bought this house February 2nd, and here we are like almost mid-May. So it's not going too slow, but it's going slower than I would like. And that's mostly because trying to work out in the field and get this done at the same time. It's pretty hectic. And then with all the refinishing of brand new floors, it's kind of put me back a lot. So anyways, I'm gonna call it good for this video. And sorry I haven't been posting as much. A lot has happened. I turned 30 from the last time you saw me. So after doing these floors, man, feels like I'm getting older. But I think it's just the floor. I'm very sore. I don't know how you guys do it every day, flooring. But then again, when people do crown with me the first time, their arms are really sore. So I guess you just kind of get used to it. But anyways, I'm gonna end it there. So check out these cool images of the floor, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Never take a minute off, too busy making dough. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world when you're a millionaire. How far you gonna travel in some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pain. The years go by as quickly as the wind. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You're going to take that ocean trip, no matter come what may. You got your reservations, but you just can't get away. Someday for sure you gon' see the world when you're a millionaire. How far you gon' travel in some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You worry when the weather's cold, you worry when it's hot. You worry when you're doing well, you worry if you're not. It's worry, worry all the time, you don't know how to laugh. We'll think of something funny when we write your epitaph. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think.